Hi, Justyna.
Hi. Hi.
So, you know, before we start, I wanted to say a few words here. Something happened here for me. Yesterday, September 4th, I received unexpected news about my mother's passing away in Lithuania. It is too important moment in life right now, and I had an incredible mother. And our connection was deep, which is just hard to describe. She raised me, she taught me so many things, educated and enriched my soul. And in the 80s, we walked miles on our feet together through Lithuanian villages. We traveled to see unique places, museums, art, churches. There was always music. She introduced me to so many art movies. It was hard to find them in the movie theaters back then, you know, in the Soviet Union times. And we talked and argued and communicated in the language of soul. And she was unique, colorful, strong, and very creative, incredible, and devoted artist. Very beautiful, alive soul. And thank you, Mom, for my life. I love you, Mama. May your soul rest in peace. I just take a short minute. Okay. Okay. Okay, Justyna, let's record this our last meeting before presentation. It was great working with you.
Yeah. It was really great time. I'm very upset that final week for our project is like so difficult for you because of your loss. I'm very sorry.
I know. It's life. It's life. I can't hide it. It would be stupid, you know, to pretend that nothing is happening, you know.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah, definitely.
We all in this, you know. Sooner or later, everyone goes through that, you know. And we still need to live. We still need to do things, and just remember them, our loved ones. You know, don't forget them.
Yeah, but now I have this thoughts that like big part of our project is also about loss, you know, in so
Yeah,
many contexts. Also, the like the world we're living, we are losing it in a way.
yeah. Actually, I don't know why, but I had this intuitive feeling of letting go. I've been thinking of my mom a lot during this pandemic, and I inside somehow I was preparing myself for something like that. I don't know why. It's like letting go little by little.
Yeah.
She's far away, and this project somehow subconsciously evolved that way, I think, and meant to be. And I kind of right now, I personally from my side, I want to dedicate it to my mom. But it's of course her soul should be, it's definitely in a happier place. It's all about me who is sad and mourning.
Yeah.
She's free right now. She's, you know, left her sufferings here in this world. So her soul should be happy, and we should be happy
Yeah.
for her. And
Yeah, I agree with
left
that.
here, you know,
Like
crying.
we're saying we're left in the
Yeah,
dying planet, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, also, I have the same feeling like this work with you. It was also kind of the state of mind, not only because we are working on environment that should be kind of the like a mind experience of like ecology, depression caused by the ecology, or just like a state of mind, melancholic, waiting for some like catastrophe coming.
Yeah.
But from other hand, it's like yeah, I feel like very, very connected with the our work, the way we like went through that all together. And yeah, I like to think about it as a kind of like state condition, you know. I don't know if it's only
Yeah.
about the minds, but
Yeah.
also about kind of the feelings we have, you know.
Yeah, ecology, it's a good description for everything, actually. Human ecology, like all, not necessarily things ecological, you know, made clean or whatever.
Yeah.
It's us who probably need to reconnect with something deeper, with our spirit.
Yeah.
We all, you know, became consumers. We all became things, you know.
Yeah.
Too much materialism.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah,
much,
we were just
you know?
like dragged out of our roots. Yeah, I think this is the like a last time, like a last moment we have, like we could try to reconnect. If not, like we are like we lose the planet, we lose ourselves, we lose the humanity.
Yeah,
And
yeah, we're losing it because we lost ourselves. Touch with ourselves. In touch with ourselves, it means much more greater than, it's not, it doesn't meaning selfish. It means you care about micro and macro cosmos.
yeah,
You
yeah,
care, you know, you feel, you hear, you know.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
how?
and we create from that state of mind. If we
Yeah,
don't hear, we feel like go like zombies programmed, you know, like
yeah,
not thinking about, you know, not reflecting on anything. That's what we have. That's what we created.
yeah. So I'm really curious. What is your opinion about our consultation with Sazita?
Okay. I was so happy that she was our consultant. I was
Yeah, me
really
too.
delighted
Yeah,
to see her, to meet her, and I think we all three of us kind of pretty well connecting.
yeah. It was a perfect match. I was very happy. But I'm also like I think that was the time we really needed someone from out of our project, you know, to look at what we're doing from the different perspective. And I think it was like a perfect timing, you know. She'd like propose us some things to take under the consideration. Yeah, so maybe we can refer to what she said and talk a little bit more. I'm, for example, like very curious. What do you think about the final presentation, or how you see this work? If it's kind of the work you see in some extract display or final presentation, or it's more like a process. Like it's yeah. I'm curious about your opinion.
Oh, right now I think we head towards something like not just one piece, but multiple pieces of different mediums, perhaps, maybe involving different people from various fields, not necessarily just artists. We already tried, and it was already on our mind. You have a friend in Arctica.
Yeah, yeah.
And not enough time to do all of it. It's just fantastic, I think, idea. And then I would still want to traditionally see it in some kind of space, space which, you know, could be gallery, could be museum, like that space, uh, minimal, and you could manipulate the lighting and you know, let's say this project could be, I kind of imagine that it's not just you go through the website, enter through the website, but I think more fully, you could experience more fully if you use the headsets in a separate room. I don't know how big it should be.
Yeah,
Just
I agree.
just one room just for this. And you walk in space and maybe even dance. I don't know. You cannot dance, of course, but thinking of performance, you know, because you come from performance. You've done so many performances, for example.
I mean, that's like, yeah, I think this is really important part. I definitely agree that it should be present on a virtual reality headset. And I think there's so many options, like, you know, to even map the real space. So if you walk in the virtual space, you make the same distance in the real space, like a gallery space. That would be really cool. But also, yeah, I really like this. I think it should be kind of like, if we have any opportunity to present in the future, it would be nice to have this, like, yeah, minimalistic space, which is like a space for thoughts and for art, or like, you know, the culture artifacts. So yeah, it would be nice also present your painting with, like, in real life, you know.
Yeah, I was also thinking of I started something while we created this you know, I could probably show, you could see in the sketches I've been sending. Yes, would like to, of course I had it in mind. I think it's interesting to have this dialogue in between virtual and actual, like digital, physical, like physical becomes digital and then physical, something like that.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest fun for me was trying to, like, making the materials like looks like real paper. It's like, you know, make you feel like very confused, and the fact that you can revert even that, all the process, it's really interesting, and there's so many ways to show it. But let me see what else we talk about. We got a lot of really nice references.
Oh no, references. Yeah, you wanna mention them?
Honestly, yeah, we got like a little bit. I have we got, after our conversation, we got email with some really nice links about the project, which are somehow connected to our way of thinking. And we got, for example, this amazing archive, or ocean archive.
Yeah, I wanted to look more into it. It's like scrolled. Yes.
Yeah. And then also to see how the people from the different fields, it was super inspiring for me that the discipline are immersed, like it merged together, like how the people with like a culture background, like artists and designers, became started to be involved in work with the scientists. And I think like this is like really really interesting path to follow if we want to really impact the reality. Because as an artist, I know that we can be involved and talk about the things are happening, but if you don't have this like a scientific background, you are on the field of the art and the culture, and that people like not always take it serious, because it can be still like, you know, product of like whatever we do, product of our imagination. So I mean, that's really nice that Sozita gave us one of these links, and I think she proposed us also to see another project. I mean, it was like a critical zone, exhibition, and obviously she referred to one of the projects. Oh, I remember. She also mentioned Go-philosophy and Deleuze and Gautier theory. Honestly, I still didn't read the article she sent it, but I really want to dive into it because it looks like he's strongly connected to what we're doing, or like this can be inspired.
Yeah, I read this.
You did.
Yeah, but I started to search for like other things like Lovelock's Gaia theory, and that article led me to remind myself what these people were, you know, coming from, and what the thinkers, what their thinking is, what the school.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've read a little bit. Of course, it is related to how we think, and we can, yeah, it's helpful. But Suzita also was talking about our text, what we should focus on our our project text. So it's all helpful to read the theory.
Yeah,
but in my imagination, our text doesn't mean it had to be theoretical.
Yeah, definitely. And then we still the text we're supposed to provide for a final presentation should be not too wide, too big, you know. So I think, yeah, definitely, this is what we should work more on.
Also, we were talking about capsule, and we already have something.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, so we have this idea to put the one object, which will be like a kind of alien ship, or however we can, some object coming from outer space, reminding a little bit the obelisk from, like we can prefer in a way from the obelisk from the Cosmic Odyssey.
Yeah, the monolith, a little bit, yeah. Or it's a time capsule, you know, whatever you want to think, you know. I just leave it open for the
yeah, I think there's so many that, yeah, this is like very special shape for me, and it's always like it's in this primitive objects in the 3D programs. You always have a capsule, and it's always so it has so many connection, you know, in my imagination too. So yeah, I'm very happy. Like, we should definitely put this capsule and write some message, and then
a message.
You had this idea, you know, to use the binary code.
Yeah, I remember I showed you. I was just playing around how, because of 0, 1 and 0, 1, somehow it just keeps on popping up, and it's not necessarily because New York's zip code is maybe.
No. I mean, if we're working in a digital environment, you know, this is the language we are using now, like even the software.
And then I thought the matrix, and of course the code of computers language, language is all this using the binary codes. In digital world is kind of major, and it looks in visually too, it kind of looks abstract, you know, math, nice visually. So I find out what I could translate the text into the binary code. I thought, and I got kind of a little bit excited because it's possible. I don't like, we could go with that. So I got to write something on it, but translate. I mean, write as a binary code. Use the binary code on the capsule, and you could read it on a capsule.
So
translation, and then translation would be in a text. You know, like, we're gonna have the text written about this, what we're
Yeah.
doing, and people would know then what is written on that capsule.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So you wanted to say about texture and how this would be that capsule.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the easiest way is to, yeah, you to create maybe from the paper, like a A4 format paper, just like create in the shape of the capsule, yeah, and just try to.
Like paper, like vertical.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Vertical,
So
and maybe and
pin with some or tape, like to
and
yeah.
right.
And write it around, you know, all the binary codes. So when I put this paper, normally the texture, when you're creating the texture, you use the like, yeah, rectangular shape. So after that you need to like send me the scan of this paper, and then I create the texture, and it should like exactly fit as you manage on real life. And then yeah,
is this too long, or it doesn't matter? You can cut it.
I mean, we should like keep the proportion of the capsule. Yeah, I think it should be like half of the paper. I still can change the capsule a little bit, you know, transform it. But I would, yeah, this side is much better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I will use like some script for rotation, and then yeah, it's gonna move. So any viewer get close, you know, can just stand and look, and the capsule gonna move around, and you can read the message. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like this motif. We think about this project as something in the process that gonna evaluate during the time. We're gonna see like what's gonna happen, but definitely we have this hope that we can develop the project. So for now, on the side, what the version we're gonna present for final presentation is gonna be the beta version. That's why this version of the project we call 0.9, which refer to the software numbering. Yeah, just.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's just really.
I mean, we do create a software, yeah, because the game.
Great idea. It fits perfectly. It's a software.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So maybe we can like show a couple of the sketches for our landscape, because at the beginning we thought it's gonna be just the outline, yeah.
So sketches I send you. My thinking was how not to make that drawing but it's too tight, you know, in the shape. We wanted to do the Manhattan shape.
Yeah.
And it needed to be cropped because of the resolution I found out.
Yeah.
I did not understand what is going on in your program.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to know through texts and writing and explain.
Yeah. It's totally different rules. Yeah. And the compression, resolution, yeah, this was difficulties always.
Yeah, so now I try to avoid more cropping, and I wanted to just be the edges to be bit, you know.
Yeah.
So we don't want that rectangular much, you know. We don't want. So this is showing. I have a problem with this. Okay. Here, so I thought use half of the Manhattan, not necessarily entire shape of Manhattan.
Yeah.
It could be just a suggestion is downtown, and downtown, as we know, the coastlines are going to be different. So we're kind of focusing on downtown part of Manhattan, which kind of directs more towards the melting
Yeah, because
No.
if the Manhattan flood or you go under the water, it's gonna start downtown. Yeah.
So that was somehow I imagined that, and then there are like other versions, like I tried to use because there. I remember you said that grid of Manhattan is very low resolution, and
Yeah.
program
And
it
if we wanna
completely, yeah.
if we wanna use the grid or use the grid for our map, it needs to be handmade or especially it's not only about it was not only about resolution but also about the aesthetic. Like
The
when
scale,
we have yeah
how big we are on that terrain, you know, like it
yeah
becomes we have become little ant, and
yeah
everything blows
exactly.
up to the out of proportions.
Yeah. So I think yeah. So well we were talking like even on the drawing you're showing now, the
Yeah,
illustration or the painting in a center, it needed to be like tiled at least 3 times or 4 times in the line.
right.
So if you're gonna be in the map, you're gonna have the feeling that you're not the end, and then the map gonna be enough big to walk on it. Yeah.
Right. So this did not work either.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Unfortunately.
know, we thought, okay, I'm just gonna do the another texture and more
Yeah.
like a resolution, but
Yeah.
it's not in the actual life. I would have to draw like a very big shape and somehow take a very high resolution picture,
Yeah.
which is hard.
I mean, I really wanted to do it in the future because, yeah, like the sketch you're showing me now, it's really beautiful. I really like it. And it would be great to, if we're gonna work more on it, you know,
Yeah,
to
you
change
could,
the map.
yeah, we could keep, yeah, that was how I did it, like cropped it. I
Mm-hmm.
laid the drawings underneath.
Yeah.
I'm still working on them. So, and then there was another, the first version sort of showing
Mm-hmm.
all grid of Manhattan,
Yeah.
but it's just later on here is sort of dripping to the towards
Mm-hmm.
drifting towards downtown. It's like
Yeah.
the shape is Manhattan is hanging.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, you later I found out what the problem is. Of course, maybe we could use it later. Show me, maybe show me a little bit.
Of our map. Yeah.
Yours, yeah.
So, yeah, so unfortunately we couldn't use any of your collages because they were not enough resolution, and then the images were not enough detail, and there was a problem like yeah how to keep the proportion between the size of the player and the map and the texture and on the painting on your texture on our landscape made from your painting. So let me share screen with you. And so finally, we made a decision to use the map of Manhattan. Yeah, I took it because I was playing a little bit with the downtown, but I also found another Manhattan map which was a little bit shrink. So I was like, okay, so let's use this one. So this is like outline of our map. And now we cannot see the texture because there is the fog here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So let me check it. I need to switch off the fog so we can see the texture of our landscape. So, and then we go to the rendering lighting settings, and then we just need to turn off f-stop. And now you can see a tiling.
I see, I see, I
Yeah.
see.
So this is like what we could do for now on to keep the map enough big, and then to keep the resolution, keep the making sharp and make us still feeling like, you know, it's made from paper.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, when you are on this, when you are in the map, honestly, you don't see the sailing at all.
That's good. Yeah, we don't want to see the tiles.
Yeah,
But that's good then. It disappears.
it disappears. It's because like we have some mountains and valleys and also the face is moving, but it's sort of like a wave or it's the face of the water, so you are not able to see it.
Good.
Yeah. So this is what we do for now and what we could do, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. That's good.
Okay, so
I guess we talked pretty much about like major basic things, and we could just prepare for presentation.
yeah,